All right, you guys, welcome to Intentional Online. Yes, clap it up, clap it up. We are back. We are back for a new year, a new time, Bible study. We're going to continue on in the book of Acts. Right now, we're in the book of Acts, and we're going to continue on the book of Acts. But today, I had a word for this year, and the word for this year, for 2021, is take over. Just simple. I don't have any scriptures with it, but it's just that simple. Take over. So when that word came to me, like towards the end of last year, what is going to be my word for the year, I was like, it was just something in my spirit said, take over. So and what was boiling over was what was saying to me was um whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with, whether it's financial, take over. You having financial issues, take over that issue. Whether you're having job situation, take over, own it. If you're stuck in a box, take over in that box until you get out of that box. So the word is take over. Like just take over. Just take over. Don't allow this year to take you over. You take over it. Take over that problem. Maybe you've been planning to start a business or do something, and you're like, oh, I didn't have enough money, or I didn't have some stuff that I didn't even try. Take over. Do it. You had to step out. Take over your anxiety. Take over that. Don't allow your anxiety to kick in and be putting fear on you. Take over. I'm this is a word that I'm just like, so I have wrote it down on my board so I can see it every day. I got it on my phone. Like I'm saying it every day. Take over. Take over. Last year was good and great and everything, but this year, take over. Yeah, last year was thrive, and the word was thrive. And I ain't gonna lie, I thrive, but this year is take over. So I'm talking to anybody out there that's listening or watching. Um, take over. Take over. Whatever you're trying to start, take over. Do it. Just take over. Um, you're trying to put your brand out, whatever, take over. Whatever you're gonna go all out, take over. Take over that fear. That's the one thing we have is that fear, that anxiety to try to kick in and say, I don't have enough money to do this, or I don't have enough resources. No, just start. You might meet people along the way to help you. Take over. Take over that fear. Let don't allow that fear to creep in. It tries to creep in on me too. So you're not alone. Just remember that. You're not alone. Somebody is praying for you. Believe it. But I'm so glad for a new year. Yeah. So if you're new to this community, as I say, subscribe to the channel. Um, Follow us on social media. That's where you'll see all the different posts, things like that on Instagram. But yeah, so I'm so glad you stopped by. Listen to it on the podcast. It's called Marrell's Podcast Network. I think we have about 19 different countries that's listening to it on the podcast right now. Um, let's pray that it be 100 different countries. But however many different countries that's listening to it, thank you. That's on the podcast. Yeah, for the YouTube. Let's go up. Let's go up. Let's subscribe. Be engaged in the community. But yeah, so we are so excited. But the word is take over. Do not have fear. Take over. You can do it. You can. God bless.